Okay, there's got to be one divisive conference. There's got to be one, and this one was the divisive one for me because on one hand there was a lot of good stuff. Well, there was good stuff. Period. Like I have a list of the good stuff, but at the same time, oh, it's like how to explain it? It's like a tightrope. That's it. It's a tightrope bridge with knots in it, and you have to walk across the bridge, and each one of these knots is a strong point. But to get to that strong point, you gotta kind of walk the tightrope. And I don't. Okay, you know what? Actually, this analogy just doesn't work. Hey guys, this is Brian from Nintendo Game Point Plus, and of course, yeah, PlayStation. I will not say it's bad. No, never let it be said on the internet that I thought this conference was bad. But I have no best. I have questions. Let's go through the conference itself. Let's detail what went awkward. So first off, conference-wise itself, we start in like this room, this church room, and they even clarified it as a church. And I'm like, okay, this is a downgrade. Like we started like with like big and epic press conferences beforehand, but now we're just kind of like in a like you must have to downgrade, get some money in. I maybe budget cuts. I get it. You want something simple or something. So Sean Layden comes out and does some talking, and then we get a guy on a banjo, and I'm like, okay, there's a guy on a banjo, and then he serenades us with banjo music. That's my Last of Us 2 song impression, because that's what this music was from. That was from The Last of Us Part 2, and then they went into the game. We saw a little more of Riley as an adult. We saw some other different characters. We saw a guy who looked like Glenn from Walking Dead. Okay, and then we saw Riley's girlfriend. I want to assume that's what's happening here. That's Riley's girlfriend, and then they're like in a dance together, like this community dance group that they're supporting. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. So Riley goes to the dance. She's dancing, and then suddenly, as she's dancing with her girlfriend, suddenly it tilts. The screen changes, and she's murdering a dude, like you do. Then we actually get into the gameplay of Last of Us Part 2. We see Riley craft up different weapons as she's running from like these. I want to assume cultists. I'm gonna say cultists. She's running from cultists, and she's killing the cultists. And we see some really good gameplay with the. Okay, I just want to say the visuals of this game look amazing. The Last of Us is one of those games where I will sit down and watch someone play it just to see the cinematics and the story. Because, good lord, I am very invested. Like in 1 minute we see Riley all happy, dancing. I don't know, hashtag Pride Month. I don't know if they still have that because they don't even have Facebook anymore. But my point. So it's one time she's like dancing, at a point, shing, and I'm like scared. But yeah, it was good stuff. It was awesome. What do you think my problem is? No release date. They didn't even put like a little time year number thing. Sony, this is a problem I had last year. This is a problem I'm having this. I had this problem last year with Detroit. I'm having this problem this year with that game. To be fair, everything was awesome showing that game, but I don't know. So Last of Us Part 2, then they cut outside to an interview, and I'm like, wait, what? And I thought the conference already started, and it technically did. It tried something new, and oh god, you see, this is where I tilt my head and go, you see, what they tried was this mid-interview with Sean Layden again, and they're saying how this is before we start the main show, and I'm like, well, why didn't we save this? Okay, forget it. But yeah, we then go into a real trailer. We then see Black Ops 4 content exclusive to PlayStation. If you pre-order stuff, knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen because Call of Duty apparently left Xbox, got with PlayStation, and now Xbox is Battlefield, blah, 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 blah. you look up the story. I don't care. But but Black Ops, they showed off new maps that were originally in old Black Ops games that are getting remastered and revamped, and they're going to be Black Ops 4 and Black Ops 3 if you own the game, only on PlayStation. How did I know that was going to happen? Anyways, we got to see that. We got to see a sizzle reel of some games that they already announced before E3, giving release dates to Days Gone, although Days Gone, Tetris Effect, tons of other little games here and there. That was a cool sizzle trailer. I did like the games they showed in that. Yeah, cool. Especially there's one game called Beat Saber. It's a VR game, and you have to like slash a sword to the beat, and that was really cool. I just want to highlight that. Yeah, that. We got sizzle reel. We then also saw Destiny 2 Forsaken DLC. We saw the robot guy get murdered by some dude from the original game. The only reason I know that is because my cousin told me. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. And that's it. That was pretty much it for that. Then we went back into the theater, and now you see it's a full PlayStation theater, and you're like, oh, that was for the effect. So then we saw a guy play instrument on stage again. Is this? I'd say this is the E3 norm of having like music performances on stage, but okay, and it's kind of a norm now. Giving E3 back and forth. But anyways, we then see the guy. He's playing this Japanese instrument, and we see Ghost of Tsushima footage. We see him going through this friggin' beautiful landscape. I mean, this is beautiful. This game is beautiful. The gameplay's interesting as you're like this samurai, like this old samurai going out, stopping this war. You have to save one dude. You just, oh god, the visuals look so amazing. The gameplay looks interesting. It just looks awesome. It just looks great. I don't think there was a release date for that though. Oh god, and that's, I'll get to my feelings at the end, but there's no release date for that. At least not from what I saw. I might have missed it. Maybe I just forgot to write it down on my little sheet thing here, but yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. Great. Again, beautiful. We then move to a new game they announced. This game is called Control. And in this game, apparently you have this woman and she has this gun. And I'm thinking, oh, okay, this is like a shooter game with this interesting female lead character. And it still is, but you can like move the environment in all these different ways and shapes. Like even your gun is like moldable and foldable. Like it changes shape and it's like made of cubes. And the whole world starts to shift and change all the shapes. You can lift something up, throw it at a dude before you shoot him with your gun. You can lift up a dude who's trying to shoot you. But then these dudes also control space and time and stuff. And then they can mind meld the world. Now that looked really cool. And that got a 2019 label. I'm like, great. That's cool. It's called Control. Like, again, it's called Control. Looks cool. But where does that get 2019? And Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima get nothing. Unless I'm wrong and they did say it like afterwards. I don't know. But yeah, so we got Control. That legitimately looked really interesting. I liked how that looked and I liked how that looked. And I love that idea of just like the whole world is your weapon. Awesome. We then move into the hypest thing. At first, you're in like this view of like this tiny person. I thought, okay, what is this tiny person like? Is this like Adventures of Tom Thumb? Are we going Thumbelina? Are we trying to say, is this like modern day Tom Thumb and Thumbelina or something? I don't know. Turns out it's not. You see the viewpoint of a rat, and this rat, and the rat dies. I feel so sad we lose this rat. Okay, I'm over it. No, it's not. It is. Turns out it's this guy being arrested by a cop. And this guy is actually a zombie. And the guy in the zombie bites the cop. Then, bang, 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 Resident Evil 2. Turns out it's Chris Redfield. And not Chris Redfield. Okay. Oh, crap. Oh, God, I'm drawing a blank. Dang it. Oh crap! I just lost all my viewers. I just lost all my audience because I forgot this main character's name, who I know. Oh crap! Well, anyway, we see the main character. Oh god, I forgot his name. But anyways, this is a Resident Evil 2 remake, HD, overhauled graphics. It looks good. This game looks amazing. It looks fun. We were all hoping, like it was rumored beforehand, but now it's here. We see it. Again, it looks amazing, visually stunning. It's gonna play great too, and it has a release date, January 29th, 2019. They did it again. They showed a Resident Evil. It releases in the January year. That's a pattern of Capcom now that I think about it. Yeah, it looks cool. I really like it. I actually think there's even a little more of a story in here, or it's just the same story they're telling, or is it a different one? I don't know. But yeah, awesome Resident Evil 2. Then we saw a game called Trover Saves the Universe from the guys who gave you Rick and Morty. They're now making a video game, and it looks hilarious. I mean, I'm one of like the 5% of people who never seen Rick and Morty, but I clearly need to start watching the show before I play this game, because good lord, that looks funny. This game looks funny. It's visually again awesome. Yeah, Trover comes. It says it debuts on PlayStation, so I'm wondering if it comes on other stuff. I know it's not on Switch because they haven't said anything, but yeah, it's interesting. We then got Kingdom Hearts 3, and they just started their thing, and they're like, yeah, and Sora was singing, yo ho, pirate's life for me, and I started singing with them because I am a Disney dork. I love Disney, and I love the new world they revealed. Lose my voice. You see, I'm such a Disney dork. I lose my voice every time I sing a little Disney song. They showed off the Pirates of the Caribbean world in Kingdom Hearts 3, and Jack Sparrow is trying to they want to recruit Jack Sparrow in his pirate league, and Jack Sparrow obviously isn't going to do it because yeah, right. Jack Sparrow joined someone's league like that. Yeah, right. So we see more of the gameplay, and again, it looks amazing. I mean, this game looks amazing, but again, this is the third time we've seen this game. Technically, the second. Okay, in terms of overall E3, this would be the third time. This is the second, although they revealed this awesome new world. Again, it comes out January. It comes out in January. We all know, and yeah, it's Kingdom Hearts 3. It's cool, but we know. Something we didn't know, Death Stranding. And get this, they showed gameplay of Death Stranding. We also got a little more of the story about it. So apparently, the rain in this game is kind of aging rain, and the monsters are invisible only to some people. Some guys, like Norman Reedus' character, he can sense them and knows, oh yeah, he can sense them without all of this super high-tech gear on him, so he's like, oh, okay, something's happening. And he has the ability to come back. Even if they kill him, he can come back to life. And with the power of that little baby, I think. And then we see this other female character who can see the evil, these little shadow creature human-esque things. I don't know what they are, but she can see them. And so they kind of work together. And then his family's kind of involved in it, and we kind of see the world that there is. You see the different technology, and basically every time I saw it, I was backpacking the video game. It's because every single scene of him is carrying something on his back with a little cart, or going across bridges with the stuff. He's just carrying stuff. There was one time he got a gun, so I'm thinking, oh yeah, we're gonna see some shooting, but it was just backpacking. And then we saw the little light on his backpack, because you're saying that he's surrounded by all the stuff, and we don't really see it. But then at one point we see these little particles in a vaguely human-esque shape, and the light's kind of detecting where they are, and sometimes they turn invisible, and the rain is making things grow and die because it's fast aging rain or something. And so as you're going and you see like the shadow creatures pop up and then go away, and then pop up and then go away, and then suddenly they're around Norman Reedus, and then they just pull him down, and that's kind of where the trailer ends. It's cool that we got to see more of the gameplay. It's cool that we got to see more of what this is, but again, not even a year. I imagine it's 2019, unless they say otherwise, but not really. I mean, it's awesome gameplay, or even it's awesome that we get to finally kind of see how the game looks or how the game actually moves and stuff, rather than just these cutscenes. But oh gosh, did I just mean I don't know. I honestly would have been happy if we just had like one good scene of like Norman Reedus shooting something, because I kind of get the idea of the game. But yeah, that was that. And then we see a trailer from Koei Tecmo Team Ninja Neo 2. We see this guy battling warriors. They stick something in his head, and then it turns into horns, and he turns into this huge fire demon creature thing, and then Neo 2. And that was it. That is pretty much... I literally just described the entire trailer. Because I literally thought I missed something. Because I looked down to write the notes, like, okay, I see death. I see the little subtitle. I felt like I missed something. Like, after I did this, okay, did I miss something? Because then I suddenly see Raft Prison. After that, I'm like, wait, did I miss something? No. I looked back a tiny bit. No, I didn't miss a thing. It's just, Neo 2. That was it. Anyway, speaking of Raft Prison, Spider-Man. We got a new trailer for it. We got new gameplay footage out of it. We saw Spider-Man actually go to, like I said, Raft Prison, and he was battling all pretty much 4 out of 6 members of the Sinister Six. We saw Scorpion, we saw Electro, we saw Rhino, we saw the Vulture, and then we saw that Black Lightning, not actually Black Lightning, it's like silver, black and white lightning guy from like the first trailer back last year, and they were all trying to battle Spider-Man, trying to beat him out, and they saying don't kill him because the guy want him alive. And oh god, that gameplay looked amazing. That looked amazing, like amazing gameplay. And seeing this gameplay and seeing how it goes was really great. That was a really cool gameplay trailer. And of course, we already knew the date when it's coming out, obviously. And yeah, that was Spider-Man. Looks awesome. But again, it's gonna be one of those games where I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna sneak into my cousin's room. I'm gonna play it at night while they sleeping. I don't know. Or maybe I'll hack it so I can play it on some else. I don't know. Maybe I'll play it on Alexa. Hey Alexa, play Spider-Man. Oh god, did I activate someone's Alexa? Oh god. Okay, so, oh god. And that was the end. That was the end of the conference again. Okay, wait, I take that back. They did say they had one more game reveal, which was this VR game called Deracine. I don't know. Shoot. I don't know what happened. I look at this. I think ultimately this conference had a lot of good stuff, but it's just lacking. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's the last one and it's pretty late. Maybe it's just I felt every time I'd start because what happened was like a little small thing. I had to leave for a few seconds, then come back to it. I felt like I missed something, and I feel like there was something missing from this conference. It's kind of like how I felt last year. Last year, I felt like there was stuff missing because they didn't have games that were in this conference now. This year, I feel the same thing, only a little more here. I mean, the stuff they did. I mean, we got like some full in-depth stuff on stuff we really want to know about, which is great. But like some of these didn't even get a release timing. Not like I don't just mean date. I mean not even in like a year. I don't even mean like you could have said holiday 2019. I would have been fine. We didn't even get that for some of these. Some of these games we didn't get that. Some of these games we already seen. Like perfect example, Black Ops, Kingdom Hearts, Spider-Man, even like Destiny. I think they showed off before. So, and the other games were again great showing, but like at the same time, very few like known dates out of these. And I'm not saying that's what ruined this. I'm saying that I found is a little odd. But more importantly, with this press conference, I liked what they showed. They had very strong titles. I think that's a definite improvement over last year, is that last year they didn't have as many strong titles, or at least not as many heavy hitters in my mind, and so it felt a little bit lacking, while this one has all the heavy hitters. It has all the stuff we really want to see. It has all this great stuff. But it felt, honestly, it felt short. And it didn't, there wasn't a lot to me. Even on the stuff that was plenty, it felt like there was something missing out of this. And every time I watched it, I felt like, wait, that, and at the end, I felt like, wait, that's it. Not all that's it. Like, oh no, it's the end. I want it to keep going. Like, wait, I felt like, wait, that's it. They ended on Spider-Man again. Like, that's the third time they've ended on Spider-Man in conferences. Well, technically, the first time they did it, they didn't end on it, but they didn't end on it, but pretty much that was kind of the last big new trailer. E3 2017, they ended on it. And here, again, they ended on it, and I felt like something was missing. And also, Deracina is a VR game, and I think that looks cool, but I don't know. I think what ultimately holds this one back is that despite the great stuff they showed, I think it just felt like, I don't know, they kind of compressed some stuff. They kind of compressed it, but they compressed some things, but stretched out others, and so it felt like, we see Last of Us, that's great, but then we get this little break, and then we see this other great game for a really long time, and then we see this one trailer, and then we see another trailer, and then just quick trailers, and then let's stretch this one out. And it's like the stuff they stretched out was awkward to stretch out. Specifically, the stuff they stretched out was stuff we already knew. And I don't know, I felt like a few more reveals of something would have helped. Or I think, you know what, actually I think that's it. Like, the best way to sum this up is it was great titles they shown. It was a great thing, but unlike 2016, where there was a ton of stuff, where I felt like there was a lot, it didn't feel like that here. Because I think I know why. They didn't just talk about even just random stuff. Because in 2016, there was some random stuff, but there was still a lot. And there was it felt good when you saw that stuff. 2017 was a tad lacking, but all the titles were strong. Here, all the titles are strong. I'll dare say probably stronger than last year, but there was just not enough stuff, if that makes sense. Grade, it's definitely around a B. I don't think it's bad enough to give a C+, because quite frankly, that's the lowest I would go so far with these conferences. But, yeah. We're around a B for here. Not bad, but I don't know. There's something in the back of my mind. I cannot find it yet. But that was PlayStation's. I've rambled on long enough. I think I've paused long enough. Thank you guys for watching. Tomorrow, Nintendo, and I will make a Square Enix one. I will make a Square Enix video for you guys. Thank you guys for watching, for putting up with my rambling. See ya. Also, what were those cartoons and those little intervals? I just had to ask that. I forgot to ask that, and now I asked that. Okay, now I'm all good. Thank you guys for watching. There will always be more where this came from. Catch you guys later.